see what the month of February has in store for you. We're going to do like an 8-card spread to see what comes up. Any information that you may be looking for to book a personal session with me will be listed in the description box. And let's jump in. Oh, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a beat in the future. Oh, hold on. I put way too many cards. Okay, so what is the theme for this month for Libras? So we have the 6 of Cups and we also have the High Priestess. Okay, so getting back into old routine is what I'm hearing. If there was certain things that just kept you tempered or in a good space emotionally, whether that's like a workout routine, whether that's drawing, whatever routine or things that work for you. This could even be like spiritual maintenance, things that you used to do, like taking you a spiritual bath once every 2 weeks or something like that, or just meditating, whatever this was. You could be getting back into that this month, or realizing the importance of you getting back into like the root of what you started a lot of things for. I see this especially for my creatives. If there's been like some sort of creative block that you've been feeling, you could be remembering why you love to do certain things, like why you love to be a reader, why you love to be a singer, why you love to do hair, be an esthetician, whatever this may be. It's like remembering the love of, or the reason or the root of why you started something. And in you doing this, this is going to help you get back into like the flow of creating, or back into the flow of essentially doing you. Also, your intuition could be very strong during this time frame in terms of like what opportunities to lean into, what people to talk to get you here and there, how certain individuals are, or excuse me, being able to pick up on other people's intentions. It's like your intuition is not leading you astray at all during this time frame, Libras. So it's important that you're respecting that. And I just kind of said that with Pisces. With Pisces reading, with trust, really. That's where mistrust kind of comes in, is where, you know, sometimes we feel like we can't trust ourselves at moments. And it's important for us to know that if we don't establish that trust within ourselves, trust in our decisions, trusting that we can do X, Y, and Z, and building that up by like pushing ourselves to go out of our comfort zone, how are we going to be able to like trust outward people, or like outward situations? So I think that this month is going to be teaching you that as well. Okay, what's the energy around court and finance for you, Libras? We have the Knight of Swords and also have the 9 of Pentacles. Yes, like I said, you guys are extremely focused, trying your best to be focused on getting to a stable place financially. The 9 of Pentacles talks about like a level of independence, being self-employed, or just being very financially grounded in the sense where you have money to pay your bills and to, you know, basically do the things you want to do. So a lot of you are focusing on financial freedom, for sure. Some of you could be looking into like investing, or possibly starting your own business, or getting back into focusing on a business that you already have, but maybe you took a step back, or you haven't been as focused. This is going to be a great month for you guys to actually get grounded in your roots in terms of what you're building. Also, some of you could be getting some information back from higher ups in terms of you possibly being looked at for like a raise, or them doing like a review of your performance to give you a raise or a promotion. There also could be a significance around an air sign or a fire sign at work, or in terms of business opportunities. Those signs could be significant this month. Okay, so what's going on with love for Libras for February? So we have the Page of Wands and we have the 7 of Cups. Immediately, I'm picking up on chemistry between you and someone. Now, for my singles, this could be someone who you passively flirt with. Maybe things aren't 100% clear around, you know, whether or not you and this person are going to date, beyond like flirting with each other. And this could be someone who you see like out and about. Maybe at work, you know, flirt with this person casually, or you go to the gym and you see this person there and it's like, oh, okay. It could be a lot of mixed emotions in terms of like how you feel about the situation, or you could be feeling like the person that, again, you've been flirting with is just a little bit confusing in terms of how far you guys are potentially going to take it. So this month there could be, an interest around whether or not that's going to take off. I also have the Star card here. So I am seeing you guys trying your best to be hopeful, optimistic in terms of, things getting better in your love life with an existing connection. There could be like moments of where you guys are having that makeup, that breakup to makeup chemistry. And in other moments, I think what could confuse things is the mixed emotions that someone is experiencing in this dynamic. Now, if this is you, this could be based off of what you guys have been through past tense, and you just sometimes not being sure about, the future of things. But don't let the worry or the confusion around like how you feel about the situation or how things are going to play out down the line, or if you should remain hopeful, almost taint the relationship because of the fact that it's so much of a focus. Okay. I am seeing that there also is going to be some sort of chance meeting. I'm telling you, some of you guys will meet a love interest while you're out and about doing your own thing. So look out for that. Okay, so what is the advice for my Libras? We have the Queen of Cups and we have the Four of Pentacles. So the advice, make sure you're not bottling up certain emotions in a way where you're telling yourself that you're good and you're really needing a moment to cry or really needing a moment to just kind of feel your feelings and sit in them and let them pass naturally, because the worst thing you can do is just kind of like force yourself to just be good and not allow yourself the space to validate your own feelings. It's like gaslighting yourself not to feel your own feelings, and that's unfair to you. And if anything, it does the opposite than fix the situation. It actually creates this bottling up effect where at any moment it just kind of explodes. So the advice is, if you need a moment to grieve because someone recently passed, or things have been just kind of going on emotionally, allow yourself to validate your own feelings in a way where it isn't bottled up. Also, when it comes to certain desires or things that you truly want, it's important that you're not like kind of sitting back and just waiting for it to happen. Four of Pentacles does talk about like needing to go out of your comfort zone or needing to get out of this energy of being so rigid or stuck in a routine or stuck in a way of doing things that you don't allow space for new things to come in. So the advice is to challenge yourself to go out of a routine, go out of the structure of doing things where you feel like things are just kind of, stagnant, and you want to experience change. So what is the possible challenge you may have to face this month, Libra? So we have the Five of Wands, and we also have the Sun card. So this could be a Leo specifically, or this could be things that you're realizing about certain individuals around you. Five of Wands, maybe you realize certain individuals are like drama filled and that they need to really get their aura in order, and in you being around them, it could be affecting your energy. Also, for my Libras who are very empathic, you definitely have to be mindful about being around people who could be drama filled or who constantly have like some sort of issue to bring up, or some sort of problem that they're always fixating to bring up. Okay, that is an infectious energy that you don't want to catch. So the challenge is, maybe you're around certain people who are like this and you don't want to be, like at work, for instance. Maybe it's a big gossiping environment, and that's not what you're wanting to be a part of or wanting to be around, but unfortunately it's the workplace. So the key is to make sure that you don't involve yourself with anyone who you can blatantly see is just drama. Also, with the Sun card, you could be stepping into more of a happier time period, and other people could see you being happier and want to steal your joy. So you gotta protect your peace at all costs, okay? Now, what are you unaware of? We have the Death card and we also have the Five of Swords. So what are you unaware of? Well, a cycle of self-sabotage is definitely closing out. I think a lot of you are starting to realize how maybe you being your own critic is not really a good thing, in the sense to where you beat yourself down for things that, for one, are out of your control, but two, not giving yourself a level of compassion has just kind of made things worse. So that's changing. But another thing that you could be unaware of, someone who means you no good, it hurts them. Or I won't say it hurts them. I would say that it's going to be hard for them to just kind of stand behind this mask of being like a manipulator, or like their intentions are not going to be able to be hidden for long. And at some point, it's kind of like when somebody knows that they're doing wrong and the guilt starts to eat them up. If you have anybody around you who has just completely taking you for granted, or has been just very vicious or vile in terms of the way that they move, it's going to start to eat them up in terms of the guilt piece. And they're going to find themselves, like if you find yourself getting ghosted randomly by somebody who's like this, it could be because of that, and you may not even be aware of it. Okay, so what to avoid? I have the Three of Swords that flew out immediately, and the Six of Swords. So what you want to avoid this month is focusing on the woulda, coulda, shouldas of life, because it doesn't allow you any room to be present in the moment. That's the energy of the past. That's reflecting on like, what did I do wrong? Why did this go? Instead of focusing on those things this month, focus on allowing yourself the space to move forward. And focus on what can happen, future tense, not the what have you missed out on, what did I do wrong, like in this energy of just being like regretful. That's what you want to be mindful of. Now, the outcome for this month for you Libras, we have the Ten of Wands and the Hierophant. So for my married folks, you're trying to get into the nitty-gritty of fixing the foundation of your marriage before it gets to a point of divorce. This could have been something you've been thinking about for a while now. You've been like trying your best to be patient, but things have been just very overwhelming. For others of you, for a long-term relationship or a live-in partner, where it's like you guys are damn near married, same thing. I also see you could just be overwhelmed with the amount of work that you have. This is going to be a very busy month for some of my Libra entrepreneurs. I'm even getting for like my Libras who just have multiple streams of income or multiple things that you're doing. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. There could be some sort of important information coming through the mail. Make sure you're checking all forms of mail, like text message, physical mail, all that stuff. Okay, I'm also seeing something around a Sagittarius, Taurus, or a Gemini being significant by the end of this month as well. Ooh. Okay, so the advice for you Libras, I have details, and I have goblins. So the advice is to, read over all documents that you could be signing this month. Any important documents, any information that you could be receiving, like I said, through mail, letters, contracts, really read it over so that you don't get like duped or gypped, okay? Also, with goblins, this talks about the monsters that our fears can create. And once you kind of look at also the negative thoughts, the trauma, all that stuff, and look at it as like a separate entity, not viewing it as you, but a separate entity, giving it a name, giving it a face, it helps you kind of be more cautious when you see those things kind of pop up, or when you get those feelings of, the goblins returning. You'll be able to notice that, oh, okay, this was going on, and divert yourself from falling into that trap of feeding into those things. Okay, what else is the advice from our Libras that they need to hear for the month of February? So we have heart, which represents love. So working on your heart chakra as a whole, okay, in the sense of not self-love, but in the sense of being open to love from others. And that is a process when you've been operating out of your heart chakra, and maybe you've came across people who have not been operating out of that space. But this month is about opening yourself up in that space. And if this is, needing to do a little bit of self-love work as well, that too. Last piece of advice, we have Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. So it's important to recognize your personal potential. This is a month of tapping into that. No more second guessing yourself. Am I capable of doing it? Or being like on the fence and questioning if you should take action on certain things because of, the fear of you not being able to perform. You don't have to be the best at everything. Every day when you show up, it doesn't have to be your best. But the fact that you showed up, the more that you keep showing up, the better and better that you'll be at kind of becoming your best. So that's been a bit of a struggle. That's something that you also need to be mindful of this month. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful. If you did enjoy, definitely thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.